All right, guys, we're going to get started here. Today we're going to do a presentation on helping your business through posture. Posture is one of those things that you may or may not think about when you're engaging someone in the sales process. And it is my belief, strong belief, that posture can affect your business and your life. So, as we get rolling here, of these people up on the screen, who would you buy from? Would you buy from the person that's happy on the phone? Yeah, lots of nodding heads. How about this person? They kind of look stressed out. Maybe they're about to do a presentation, but if you were talking to this person on the phone, you may see that. Or if you were sitting across the desk from this person during your sales process, or while they were selling to you, chances are whether you knew it or not, there could be an energy that shows that you would not want to purchase from this person. And this person up here is obviously in pain. And later in the presentation, I'll tell you a little bit about research, what happens when someone's in pain during the sales process. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a chiropractor. I focus in what's called the craniocervical junction. That is one of the most powerful areas in the body, posturally, neurologically, biomechanically. In my office, I focus on postural integration and biomechanics. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been a part of 8 clinics myself. One of them just recently, one I was a part of in Texas, just sold for $500,000. And there was about 5 or 6 owners, and everyone got a piece based on what they put in the beginning, of course. I've mentored over 50 chiropractors. Some of them are hugely successful, 2 in particular. One I just talked to the other day, and they're seeing about 100 people a week. She did that in 3 months. A lot of chiropractors never get to that point. And another one that I talked to is about 2 years into practice, and they're collecting about $40,000 a month. And then they do it because of how they posture yourself, their sales process, their confidence, their passion, and what they're doing. I've consulted several health and wellness practices, acupuncture, fitness, nutrition, massage. Those are all the different type of practices that I've worked with. Some of them, again, hugely successful. Some of them are still growing, and some of them have taken their education to a different level. So that's me in a nutshell, and why a little bit on how I got into this presentation today for the Chamber of Commerce. I don't know much about HVAC or carpeting or flooring, but the sales process and posture is the same in most sales processes. The little 2 crawling around right now, those are my kids, so please try to ignore them. They get to come to all my presentations. Say hi, guys. So what is posture? The Webster Dictionary defines posture as the position in which someone holds their body when sitting or standing. And then there's the other definition of posture, is how am I positioning myself? How am I setting myself up for success or failure in my attitude? Do I love what I do? Do I own what I do? Or am I just kind of doing this to get by? And so that's important about posture. In my opinion, posture is the place in which your body sits under gravity, so under this environment that we live in, sits or stands in a place with balance and ease without breakdown or compromise to your health, to your energy, to your spirit, or to your life. So if there's something going on in your body, whether the way that you sit all day long, the way that you do your sales processes, the things of that nature, those can affect your health. And if you're not healthy, sometimes it's harder to make sales. We'll talk about that later. If you're not energetic in your sales process when appropriate, people will read that. I often hear that the highest vibration wins. So if you're vibrating at a lower level based on how your posture is sitting, your spirit, I believe that our body and life are controlled by a universal intelligence and an innate intelligence within us. Helps our body heal, succeed, and thrive. And if all those are compromised under gravity, your balance, then your life and your health can be affected as well. So how do we align posture with posture, with posture. Hopefully we'll be able to get through that today. There's various different postures. Go through them real quick. Slumped, standing tall, leaning forward, leaning away, crossed arms, uncrossed, hands on hips. Based on how your client is sitting or standing, and based on how you're sitting or standing, all of these can affect you big time. We'll go through each of these individually here. The slumped posture. Oftentimes we'll see this when someone's depressed or sad or upset, or they're just over the sales process, or they're in pain. The next posture, the standing tall posture, is more of a confident, you're exuding confidence, that sort of thing. You're ready to make a sale, you're ready to make a purchase, your client is ready to make a purchase. Then there's leaning in, leaning forward. Are you engaged? Is your client engaged? Are they paying attention? Are you paying attention? Are you on your phone? Are you on your laptop? Are you on your computer while making a sale? Or are you really truly listening to what the client's needs, wants, and desires are, and how are you going to fulfill those? Leaning away can mean a couple different things. Sometimes it's confidence, sometimes it's ego, but oftentimes when someone begins to lean away from you during the sales process, they can mean that they're not listening anymore, they're not engaged, and you have to do something to engage them. And during the sales process, someone also might cross their arms or uncross their arms. Oftentimes when someone crosses their arms, that means they're closing off. And if your sales process or your conversation style is with a crossed arms, energetically you're blocking people out and you're possibly losing sales just by that little posture alone. Standing tall, standing with your hands open at your side, or possibly in this sort of position, or maybe moving your hands a little bit, that can begin to improve your sales just with those tiny posture changes alone. Over the next several minutes, we're going to be practicing postures, because this is a workshop. Guy got you out of your offices just for a little while, and we're also going to look at different postures, different people standing. So does anyone have any questions up to this point on how their posture is? So there's a process about learning postures and reading postures. It's an art and a science. So we're going to practice that now. You may have a perfect sales process, or you may have a developing sales process. But what you want to do is engage how your body is responding and how your client's body is responding as well. So we're going to take the next few minutes to talk about that with each other. Grab a partner. There's an even number. Grab a partner 2 times, go through your elevator pitch, take 20 to 30 seconds each time, and do that in 2 different positions. And we'll get back to the meat of the presentation in a little bit.